G'day everyone, welcome. I'm Michael. It's another Travel Malta video. I can hear the wind bashing the house outside here in Melbourne. It's Friday night, yeah? I'm nice and warm, I've got the heaters on. I'm going to talk to you guys about village feasts in Malta, or the Festa as we call it. By the way, my bags are packed, man. I'm not counting down weeks anymore, I'm counting days. Now, let's talk about the Festa in Malta. How it works, what does it mean if you're a tourist, if you're not a local, not a regular Maltese. Well, the Festa, as we call it, this is a holy celebration. It's a religious celebration. Every village celebrates a patron saint in Malta. Some villages celebrate more than one at different times. Villages like Birgu, they've got a couple. Others, there are some patron saints which are celebrated across more than one village at the same time. I'll talk about that a bit more later. Traditionally, the way it works is that the village feast, the formal village feast, is held on the Sunday, on feast day. So if you go on the website, and I'm going to put a link on this video at the end, I'll put it in the comments, there'll be a link, and when they say the village feast is on, for example, the 18th of August, that's the Sunday. That's the solemn celebration. Everyone puts on their Sunday best. They have a mass. They come out with the statue on their shoulders. They walk the streets. There's a formal procession, a lot of prayers, a lot of singing, all that, okay? But leading up to this, normally for 1 to 2 weeks, it is party central in that village. And most nights, there's going to be a street party. There's going to be bands playing, fireworks, food vendors, firecrackers, you name it. I got a message from a couple, lovely couple from England the other night. They said, Michael, we were so disappointed. They're staying in Ormy. We got home really late and we saw people walking with instruments away. It looks like we missed the village feast. I heard there was fireworks and all this. Guys, as I said to you in your message, if you're watching, cheerio. They haven't missed the village feast. This was the Tuesday night march. It would have been in Ormy. At the moment, they're celebrating the Festa of St. George, or St. George. That's on this weekend. Feast is on Sunday. But leading up to that feast day, pretty much every night, there's celebrations. Now, some villages like Hazabar, where we go, we celebrate the Feast of Our Lady of Graces, or Madonna Tal Grazia. It's my dad's village. I played with that band club on several occasions. They have a march on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, they have a formal concert. On the Thursday, there is a march around the streets. The Friday, it is huge. It's packed. Sardines. The biggest street party you'll ever see. And then Saturday, from around about 9, 10 o'clock through to mid-late afternoon, it is just full on, man. People screaming, the band clubs butting heads like bulls on steroids, man. Everyone's drinking. It's normally 35 degrees. This is in mid-September, this one. It is magnificent, right? It's not for the faint-hearted, but you can go there and just keep your distance. Or you can do what I do, have a few drinks, jump in the middle of it and just go nuts. It is awesome. It's the biggest party you'll ever attend, okay? It's a lot of fun. And then on Sunday, we have the formalities. Normally, during the week, when everything's wound up, normally pretty late, midnight, 1 o'clock, then everyone's back at the band club drinking. There's normally a disco on for the youths and all that. I'm a bit old for that now. But I still go and party. Anyway, it's awesome. Now, an exception to this whole thing, building up to the feast Sunday, the 15th of August. If you're in Malta, it's a special day, guys. It is a feast of Santa Maria, okay? The Assumption of Our Lady. It's a public holiday. It's celebrated across 10 villages in Malta and across Gozo. It's just a beautiful day. There are fireworks, displays, this, that. No matter where you're staying in Malta, if you're going to be there for the 15th, there's going to be a village not far from you celebrating the Feast of Santa Maria. So find out. Go to the church, go to the band club, just go and ask the locals what's on when, wherever you're staying, they're going to help you. Now, interestingly, that feast, that week, is also celebrated on the Sunday in 2 other villages, being the village of Dingley and also Imjar. Very nice Imjar. I'm close to it because our good friends who travel with us, they play at that feast with the band club every year and we go to that feast. But that's an example of that feast, which is on the 18th in Imjar and Dingley. Also on that weekend, there is the feast of St. Helen in the village of Birkirkara. It's a massive feast. This is one of the big 4 that I consider in Malta, okay? And also in the beautiful tourist resort village of Sliema, there is a feast of Stella Maris, Star of the Sea. So this is a special feast to me, because here in Australia, I'm in the committee here, I'm the treasurer of the Stella Maris Maltese Association of Australia. We have our festivities in August. We have a big ball at the first Saturday of every month, believe it or not. We normally pack it out, so I'm very involved in that. Now, that Saturday night, guys, in Sliema is just the best, most special atmosphere you're ever going to have in Malta. You're on the Strand in the Grand Harbour. They shoot fireworks out of Manuel Island. The bands are playing. They carry a statue around the streets. Not the gold and silver statue they use on the Sunday. They have another one of Stella Maris. The bands are playing, the food vendors. There's a beautiful smell in the air, a combination of every food delicacy you can think of and fireworks. It's just an incredible atmosphere. You see tourists there, families from all over the world, standing, enjoying, just experiencing the whole thing in amazement. It's just so good. Get emotional talking about it. It is fantastic. For me, it's a hell of a weekend because I've got to get to Stella Maris on the Saturday night. I've got to go watch my friends' great Festa at Injar, the Feast of Santa Maria. And I'd like to get to St. Helen as well in Birku Kara. That is just party central there. I'll tell you what, it's awesome. Now, you're getting the gist. So ask the questions when you're there. You're going to have a ball, right? They've got village feasts there every weekend now, right through to mid-September. The Feast of Our Lady of Grace is in Hazabar, the one I'm talking about, Tal Grazia, is probably the last big sort of renowned one. It sort of marks the end of Festa season when they're on every weekend. But then there are some still scattered here and there right through to December. Because if I don't mention that, people are going to write and say, hey, you forgot this one in October. But they're not as regular. The regularity sort of stops in mid-September. It is an awesome time to be in Malta. It's one of the big attractions to be in Malta for summer. I can tell you one thing for sure, it's going to be a hell of a lot warmer than it currently is here in Melbourne and the rest of Southern Australia. Get onto it, embrace it, have a ball. I'll be seeing you floating around the island. Cheers, guys.